Good evening. I'm Susan Gatlin. I'm one of the TLHS counselors, and I will be presenting information about the California State University system. People often wonder why their student would apply to a CSU versus a UC. Often it's thought that one system's better than the other, when in reality they were created for different reasons. Established in 1857, the consistent mission of the CSU has been to offer students the opportunity to earn degrees which will lead to careers in a competitive workforce. Over the past 163 years, the CSU has grown from its first university in San Jose to a 23 campus system, which you see here. It is the largest and most diverse university system in the entire United States, with close to 500,000 students. The California State University seeks to enroll our top 33% of graduating high school seniors who have completed their A through G requirements. 95% of students accepted to the CSU are from California. The minimum GPA for acceptance is 2.5. However, students who have GPAs in the 2.0 to 2.4 range will be considered and reviewed based on multiple factors, one being their overall course load beyond the minimum A through G. Also, for graduates from the North Bay, Sonoma State is our local area partner. If our students meet the minimum GPA eligibility threshold, they are guaranteed a spot at SSU. The cost of CSU tuition, room, and board averages around $25,000 per year, and the CSU application is electronic and can be found at Cal State Apply. There is a CSU in every part of the state, from foggy Humboldt to sunny San Diego. So there are lots of choices here. Next slide, please. Before we go any further into the application, let's just take a little pause and look at the A through G requirements. By this point, seniors should be well aware of these courses, but just in case, here they are. Note again that minimum 2.5 threshold, as well as Sonoma State is our community-based partner. Next slide, please. COVID has really changed the landscape for admissions. So it has affected the process in the following ways. First of all, no SAT or ACT needed for our future freshman class of 2022. This will not be considered in the admissions process. Also, CSU will accept pass or credit grades in A through G courses completed between the winter of 2020 and summer of 2021. These grades will not be calculated into the overall GPA. In order to apply, students should have a minimum 11 classes completed by the end of their junior year and 15 by their senior year. We've spoken about minimum eligibility in those 15 A to G classes that are to be completed by the senior year. Eligibility is one thing, but being competitive is a whole nother topic. Listed here, you can see some of our most competitive California State universities who has acceptance rates far above that minimum eligibility threshold. Again, consider SSU as an application and a safety school if you have that minimum eligibility. Next slide, please. The application filing period for CSU just opened last Friday, October 1st, and it will close on November 30th. We highly recommend that our students do a quality and thorough job on the application and try to send it earlier rather than later. As the students progress through the application, they need to remember that they're applying as freshmen for the fall 2022 application period, and that even if they took classes and completed classes at College of Marin, for example, they are first-time freshmen. You will be self-reporting the grades. So students, you do not send a copy of the transcript to the CSU. Throughout the application, you're going to find little question marks, and that's where you can get help or clarification. And please use Google Chrome when available. And remember to save. You don't want to lose information. Save between pages. We've also posted here the freshman application guide, which you will be able to find on our counseling department website. Next slide, please. So there's a couple pieces to the puzzle here on the application. You'll start by creating a username or password, and then you'll click Add Program, which really means add the colleges and the majors that you plan to apply to. Once you've completed this, you will see the 4 quadrants that you see right here, with the goal to complete each quadrant and arrive at a green circle. Under personal information, there is a request for CASP test results. This is a standardized test our students took in the junior year during the spring. We do not yet have the results, so it is really up to your student to say they would like to release or not release the CASP scores. Students will also be asked for their state student ID number. This is found in Aries, but is also easily located on the bottom left-hand corner of their transcript. As for Social Security number, on our next slide, for Social Security number, we're going to simply answer yes or no, with DACA students who have received Social Security numbers answering yes. Fee waivers are embedded into the application and will be based on that student demographic information and family income information that you shared earlier. So do a good job with that. And then at the end of the application, when you go to apply, you will be notified if you received fee waivers. And there's a maximum of 4 colleges that you will receive fee waivers for. Next slide. Thank you. So the big question on everybody's mind is how to report those COVID semester grades. Your students have participated in traditional semesters, and they've also participated in blocked schedules. So 2 to 4 classes taken in terms during the fall and 2 to 4 classes taken as terms in the spring. The actual value of each of those terms was a semester. So term 1 and term 3 are going to be equal to fall semesters, and term 2 and term 4 will be equal to spring semesters. So please, when you do this section of the report, use this term semester as your reporting term. During the senior year, we're back to traditional semesters, so that in the fall, you're going to list your classes as current, and in the spring, you're going to list those classes as planned. Next slide, please. Supporting information. Students are going to be able to add supporting information. Unlike in prior years, they'll be able to put extracurriculars and jobs, work experience, internships. Also, this is where students will be able to start the application for EOP, which is the Educational Opportunity Program. It's for students that are first generation and also have low income. Each college will then follow up with those EOP applications. Whether you have citizenship or just residency at this point, please answer that question honestly. So if you do not yet have citizenship, don't worry, just answer no. Under program materials, this is where you're going to follow up one last time, and you're going to clarify the colleges you're applying to and the majors you're applying to. So this is the last step. Please double check and read carefully. Next slide, please. Once all of that is done, you get to press submit, and you're going to end up creating a portal for each and every college. You want to check on those portals weekly. They may ask you to send some information or have some scholarship information for you. So please be sure to follow up on those. There is the CSU application guide hyperlink right here for you. You can always go back into that under the counseling department website. And finally, we are here to help you. Do not forget to come ask us questions. We have Miss Morales in the CCC and Mr. Slavin, who helps also with admissions and college applications and those wonderful topics. We are here with you, and we support you in every way possible. So good luck and thank you.